What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got some information about the new rewards for the endorsement system that just got added to the PTR. In addition to that, Blizzard also shared a little bit of the reporting system and how it's been working. There are some pretty big changes on the PTR with the new endorsement system, looking for group, and Blizzard is trying to put emphasis on encouraging positive teamwork as opposed to only punishing those troublemakers that are causing problems. However, it doesn't mean that they're going to completely go away. Just recently, Blizzard Overwatch staff gave a presentation that seems to have been directed at their Korean player base, and in it they talked about basically what they've been doing with the last couple months. According to this presentation, the number of players that have been silenced has increased by 651%, and permanent account suspensions has increased by 1,471%. And this is comparing to when the system was first introduced a little while back. But this seems to be only the stats for the Korean player base, and it is not including what's going on in Europe, America, and elsewhere. And that's really important because the major problem coming from the Korean player base is cheaters, people who are using aimbots and wall hacks and all sorts of other additional programs that are cheating. Whereas the major problem in America and the European servers is more throwers and leavers. So it's kind of a different thing. It's easier for Blizzard to find the people who are cheating as opposed to finding people who are throwing, because there's a lot more involved. You can't just simply detect that someone is throwing. And as far as the American servers go, I can tell you that the throwing problem is getting worse and worse with every passing season. While I do think that the endorsements, the looking for group, is going to help it a little bit, that's not really going to solve it. It's still going to be a massive problem. I don't want to talk too much about it because I actually have another entire video that's going to be addressing that problem. Suffice it to say, throwers are not going to be using the looking for group system, and they're not going to care about the endorsement rewards. And speaking of the endorsement rewards, we just got some more information about that. So on the PTR, there is a new endorsement system. At the end of any match, you can then endorse your teammates or even sometimes people on the enemy team. Things like good sportsmanship, teamwork, shot calling, all that sort of stuff. And you get a little bit of experience every time you endorse someone else. So really, there's no reason not to use it. And as someone gets more and more endorsement, then their endorsement level will continue to go up. Everyone starts at 0, and the cap for right now is 5. And Scott Mercer did give us some information on what kind of rewards we can expect. Things like extra loot boxes or discounts when you're using credits to buy things. So whenever you go into the hero gallery, and from what I can understand, this is how it's going to work. If you have a much higher endorsement rating, then the stuff that you want to buy with those credits is going to be at a discount. He also indicated that they're going to be giving out more intermittent rewards that at a certain period during the year, anyone who has whatever such rating will get a little extra bonus of this or that. And of course, they're open to expanding it to more rewards in the future, depending on how things work out. When asked directly about if this is going to fix the toxicity problem, he said that we think the endorsement system will be key to bringing out the goodness in players. The endorsement level is something players will be able to see right away after player levels, so players won't be able to ignore it. The problem here, and this is what I mentioned earlier in the video, is that people that are throwing matches, they're leaving, they don't really care about having that stuff. They're not going to care about these extra little rewards. To be perfectly blunt, if a player is willing to tank their own SR in order to spite some team member, then they're not going to care about these little extra bonus rewards from the endorsement system. I think it's going to make the whole toxicity situation better, to be sure, but it's basically going to take some of those people that might have been, a little bit on the edge and make them better, but the bad apples are still going to be bad. So what do you guys think about the endorsement rewards? Obviously, they can't give out too much stuff, but is there something else that you'd like to see them add as a reward? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my Discord server. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links for that stuff are down below. And remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault. Also, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping to make this all possible. If you'd like to see what kind of cool rewards you can get for supporting the channel, check the links on screen and down below.